Win for our team, good defensive win. I thought that was the biggest thing, is from particularly a half-court defensive standpoint, is something that really been stressing, particularly coming off the Wilmington game. We knew that Maryland Eastern Shore is a really good team. Coach Crafton is a heck of a coach. I've had a lot of respect, and I've known him for a while, and what he's done in his career as an assistant and now as a head coach. I mean, they had their best year in 40 years last year, and you know, I know he's a big piece of building that program. So a lot of respect for them and their team. We knew what we had and the challenge it was going to be today, but I thought our guys answered that from the defensive side of the ball.
And speaking of that, they had 15 made shots to 17 turnovers. You forced them to have 2 more turnovers than shots made. What do you think led to that? And coming out the second half, you really kind of shut them down quick, went on a quick 12-0 run.
You know, I thought even in the first half, our defense was, from an execution standpoint, in terms of the full court pressure and into our half court defensive execution, I thought our guys were doing a really good job. We didn't quite get the same amount of turnovers in the first half, but we still had some. And obviously it's a cumulative effect over the course of the game. But where we really were not good in the first half, and I don't think, and the tape will tell me because I'll have a better view watching film in the second half, I didn't think we rebounded very well at all. I think Maryland Eastern Shore does a really good job crashing the glass. They send 4 or 5 guys. Their guards get in there and rebound, and we didn't. We didn't rebound. So I think in the first half, that was our biggest, basically Achilles heel, was defensive rebounding. So in the second half, I think we still continued to play the same half-court defense, but we rebounded the ball a little bit better. But I'm still not sure that it's going to be, looking at on film, where we need to be. I know we have a long way to go rebounding, but we executed and created turnovers. That led to our best offense tonight was our defense. It wasn't our ability to play half-court offense.
Obviously, you got them in a lot of foul trouble, and then they came out first couple possessions in the second half in a zone. Your team did not look fazed by that at all. I think you had a lot of easy layups. Is that something you talked about at halftime was a possibility?
Well, we did want to. We were going to go back inside on the first play, and they come out and they get in a zone, and our guys, we practice that if we see zone, we know what to go to, and we went right to it, and Brandon makes a good shot in the middle of the zone, and I mean, no different than when we went zone. I thought they did a nice job, and they ended up getting a 3 late in the shot clock. So I think we just went to it, but you had to expect, with their player in foul trouble, that they might try and do something different, and so we talked about it.
What do you guys talk about as a team, just in the middle of these scoring runs, like just how to extend them? Because I feel like you guys had a nice run at the end of the first half, a nice one in the second half. And how do you kind of keep that going when you're in the middle?
It's pretty simple. Defense. We just talk about defense and rebounding, and offense. We talk about just playing the right way. There's not a there's certain times we know exactly, hey, we're going to play through this, run this action, play through this player. We got to get the ball here to attack maybe foul trouble or to attack someone that we know is good. Of course, that's normal. But when you're in a run like that and the momentum of the game is going, the biggest thing you try and talk about, if there's a quick stoppage in play or even a foul, and you can talk to the guys real quick, is defense, defense, defense. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep rebounding, elevate in those 2 areas. And offensively, the hardest part in those is to get over anxious to maybe take a quicker shot than you probably would have taken. If it's a 2-point game versus an 18-point game, you maybe take a different shot. Or you try when you're a little fatigued, you may try and do something because the momentum is so and the energy's good, you try and do something that maybe you wouldn't do, in a different scenario. So you just try and stay very even keel on offense, but elevate the defense. At least that's what we try and do. And it worked tonight from a defensive standpoint.
Ezra back in the lineup after missing the other night. What did you think of his performance?
I thought, really proud of Ezra. I thought Ezra, and he started it with his defense. He was really, really good on defense, causing a lot of problems guarding the ball in the middle of the floor, causing a lot of problems guarding the ball on the sidelines. He had a lot of deflections. R.J. Felton had a lot of deflections. Deflections is something that's big to our defense. But Ezra played within himself on offense. He has not had the practice time over the last couple weeks. He kept the game simple for himself. He went to his strengths. He passed the ball well when he needed to. And, you think about, we called a play for him to play at the top of the key and read the defense, and he hits Brandon on a great cut to the basket. We were having a hard time getting the ball downhill off the bounce tonight. Our guards were not getting in the paint maybe like we do some other nights. So we went to some different things. We went to some off-ball cutting. But to off-ball cut, you have to have the guys that can make those passes. And I thought Ezra, Brandon, Bobby delivered some off-ball cut passes. And then obviously we started throwing the ball inside to Ezra. So he provided us those paint touches that we weren't getting. So really proud of Ezra.
What's the status on Jaden Walker going forward?
Oh, he just was, honestly, it was a non-COVID illness right before the game. And doctors and medical staff was just, hey, he's obviously not feeling well. He probably shouldn't be around the team. So that's the only reason. He was here and actually tried to go through warm-ups. He just was really non-COVID illness, and it was just smart for him not to be around the team, just, so he can get the rest he needs. But Jaden will be fine. I mean, he was sick. He was sick figuratively, and he was sick, literally when he left. He didn't want to, but I think that was the right thing, and medical staff said that, and we support that fully. But Jaden will be okay. We just want him to feel better.
Anything else?
Obviously, a pair of SEC games coming up. You got South Carolina coming here Saturday. What's kind of the message over these next few days heading into that game?
Well, number one is for our guys to be handling their business academically, because we're in finals right now, so they are getting ready to do that. So heavy academic day the next couple days. Tomorrow, because of academics, we'll be off. But the message is, hey, we have to get better between, what day is it today? Monday? We have to get better Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and we have to get better Saturday. No different than I told the guys. I was not overly pleased with how we played the last 3 minutes. The last 3 minutes of the game, I thought we took a couple shots on offense that led to them scoring. And so this is a team that still is mostly made up of sophomores and juniors. We play freshmen. Even the sophomores and juniors that are leaders of our team have 1 true year of experience under their belt of, hey, they got a little bit of a target on their back. They're getting game planned for, whether it's Ezra, RJ, Brandon. Guys stepping into new roles. Bobby Pettiford is obviously at the forefront of our team, but it's a new role for him in this role. Caleb LeCount is in a new role this year. So we have to take advantage of every single second during the game, regardless of the score, up or down. And we have to do the same shoot-arounds, film sessions, practice. So that's what we'll focus on as we got a really good South Carolina team coming in. We need to get better every opportunity we get between now and the end of that game on Saturday.
All right, thanks, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you.